So I want to invite our next speaker and let's just see who.
Yay.
Hi, Danielle.
Hey everyone,
How are you?
I'm doing good. Raymonda, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm excited to see you.
Yes, I'm excited to see you too.
So I just want
Yes,
to do a little introduction. So Danielle Tuwano is an author, entrepreneur, mentor, speaker, and I'm just super excited because you have such incredible energy and completely different perspective to share with the ladies. And then we have had quite a few conversations leading up to
yes.
the event, and every single conversation, I'm like, I wish I could have just recorded this because this is gold.
It is. We always have really great conversations. It's like we're best friends already and we haven't even met physically. But the virtual connection that you and I share is amazing and I'm so excited that we've connected.
Likewise, Danielle. I'm like, I can't wait for your talk. Of course, everybody's talk is going to be incredible.
Yes.
Danielle, I want you to introduce yourself to our audience so ladies can get to know you a little bit more.
Yes, of course. All right, ladies. I'm Danielle Tuwano. I am a filmmaker, producer. I'm also an author. I just released my debut book, Lights, Camera, Level Up, exclusively with Barnes and Noble, so I'm super excited about that. I am also a public speaker. My husband and I also are into logistics as well. We have a logistics company, so I'm pretty much what Tara said about the multi-passionate entrepreneur because I do a little bit of everything. But for the most part, my roots are in filmmaking. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, from Birmingham, Alabama, in 2010 with my husband and my two small children at the time. And I moved here to, get my career in filmmaking and screenwriting going. And within the first few years, everything really took off. I was super excited about it. And then I began to expand my brand and I wanted to come from behind the scenes of being a writer and producer and really just educate, inspire, and empower women to really just go forth in whatever it is. Because for a long time, I was that person who I would say just kind of waited on validation, right? Like, oh, I have a great idea, but I don't know if I should do this. So I really became connected with the whole idea of just green lighting yourself. So every business, every venture that I have encountered, I've just pretty much greenlit myself from self-publishing my first book, Lights, Camera, Level Up, to setting out my first production company, 1 to 10 Films. We're located here in Atlanta. We came about in 2016. We have a film on Amazon called Good Girl. So while you guys are quarantining and chilling, be sure to check that out on Amazon. It's called Good Girl. And it was a super humble beginning. And that's a really great example that I would use, that I literally like greenlit myself because I think what Tara was saying about New York just being so many, time just moves so quickly. In Atlanta, everything just moves so quickly. So you have to have a certain level of confidence and tenacity and determination about yourself because everything just moves so quickly. There's so many window of opportunity. So for me, instead of waiting for someone to say, hey, your script is great, or hey, your content for your book is great, I was just like, wait a second, I need to greenlight myself. Because if I wait on the yes from this person and that person or that producer and that director, what I want to do and the vision that God gave me would never take off because I'm always waiting on validation. So that's pretty much how my career just took off, me really just wholeheartedly possessing certain characteristics that are required to be an entrepreneur. Everyone's like, I want it, but with everything going on in society right now, especially with social media, Raymonda, right? Everything kind of is instant gratification. And so you get these transformational speakers, the motivational speakers, and they'll say, okay, well, this is how you could become this and start this. But we need to hear those stories about what I had to do with that last $100. Should I go buy food, or should I go purchase business cards, or should I invest in a marketing video or a graphic designer? Like, those are the things that I like to talk about with my clients, just really knowing how to make those right decisions and when to make those right decisions, along with green lighting yourself. So I'm super excited about the talk that we have coming up, because I'll be giving away all the practical tools and strategies and characteristics that you as an individual must possess in order to green light yourself and just move quickly and boldly and fearlessly in the call that you've been directed to do.
Wow.
Yes.
When I first
I'm excited.
I am very excited. When I first heard your idea for your subject, and really your whole ethos of your perspective on giving yourself the green light to go and achieve something, to be whoever you want to be, to to step out there and
Yes.
shine a light on yourself and what it is that you do. And especially here in the UK, we're so conservative and we really hold back.
Yes.
We don't talk about ourselves too much and how great you are. But give yourself that permission to
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I tell people all the time, when you identify your passion and when you have the confidence to green light that passion, you're always are going to benefit. And it's not always about benefiting on the return on investment, more so about the return on relationship. Because I can say, just by me meeting Raymonda within these past few weeks, the return on relationship that I've been able to establish with her and the other speakers. I mean, we've established a gold friendship. I love, yeah.
That is where little gold sits, right there.
Yes.
Own creation, girlfriend.
Yes.
When I heard girlfriend, I was like, I love that.
I absolutely enjoy meeting old friends. And I too was that person that I wanted to network, but I didn't really know how to network. Or when I did network, I was getting the wrong source of people. So I'm like, wait a second, I need to go back to the drawing board. And when I go into a networking event, I need to know what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for in these networking events is for someone to hold me accountable, right? I want someone to hold me accountable. Hey, Danielle, did you work on your goals today? Hey, Raymonda, did you get your graphics done today? Hey, Tara, did you get a client today? Like, hey, Avery, we need to hold each other accountable. And so a goal friend, in my definition, is someone who supports you, aids you in holding you accountable and achieving your goals. Because a lot of us have friends, but we don't have enough accountability partners. And so when you have enough accountability partners in your circle, then you're able to thrive collectively, Raymonda, as we are going to do on this virtual summit. We're going to collectively thrive together, hold each other accountable, and just make sure that it goes beyond a social connection, like having those virtual coffee meet and greets. That's important. Hey, I know I can't see you in Atlanta, but would you like to hop on a virtual call with me?